It's a beautiful day today. It's Thursday, and I'm outside watching my little 2-year-old play before I go pick up my daughter from kindergarten. Say hi.
Hi, Debbie. Hi,
And
Mom.
sorry about the noise. We live near a busy road, so you can hear the cars.
Hi, Tita.
Do you want to go ride your bike one more time? Go ride your bike, okay?
Ah,
Yes.
Tita.
So I wanted to talk to you guys just for a few minutes about some awesome things that have been on my mind. And I decided instead of doing Thursday nights at 8:30, it seems like that's a time when people are starting to unwind and put their kids to bed, and it just doesn't seem to be the best time to do these videos. So I'm just going to pick random times on Thursdays, and this happens to be a good random time for me. So I want to talk to you.
Hi, Tita.
I want to talk to you about some experiences I had this week that have to do with giving, and it's perfect because it's the month of November, Thanksgiving, so this just fits so well. The first thing I want to share with you is just a funny little experience that we had last month. My kids and I entered this scarecrow contest, and we entered this contest in hopes to win the prize money, and there was going to be 4 winners. So the odds were really good, and it was a large amount of money that we really wanted to use for some things we're saving up for, some different projects we have going on.
Hi,
Yeah, say hi.
Hi, Tita.
Hi, Tatum, that's you. So we wanted to earn this money. It was a big deal for us, and so we took the contest really seriously, and sweetheart.
Hi, Tita.
All right, honey, go ride your bike. We took this contest pretty seriously, and we were really happy because the day of the deadline,
Bye, Mom.
bye-bye. The day of the deadline, there was only 5 entries total, and there would be 4 winners, each with a cash prize. So we thought, this is awesome. This was meant to be. It was an answer to our prayers to raise this money for these things that we're working on. And it was just, we just thought we had it in the bag, and we still made this awesome scarecrow. We put days and days into it. We spent a whole week building the scarecrow to make it look realistic and have all the details. And the kids made a poem, and we put it on a plaque that went underneath that told the story of our scarecrow. So we were really excited, and we'd go every night to the scarecrow patch and visit our guy and make sure that he was still hanging in there and weathering the storms and the rain. And he was. He held up great. Well, towards the end of the contest, we noticed that the owners of the restaurant were letting other people enter late, and so they got rid of the deadline and just let people continue to enter and continue to enter. And it was based on a voting system, and so it was popular vote, so you could send in all your friends and family to vote. You could vote many times for yourself. So it was an opportunity to teach my kids about honesty, and my son was like, well, Mom, how do we know that these other scarecrows are not casting several votes each day for themselves? And I said, well, we don't know. And he said, well, how do the owners not know? Because it was just a slip of paper, and you just wrote what you liked and stuck it in, and there was no way to verify, there was no cheating going on. But I said, we don't know if other people are cheating. All we know is that we do the right thing. And we sent our family and friends down, and they voted, and we casted 1 vote. So we made sure that everybody did 1 vote. Well, the day of the end of the contest came, the day that they announced the winners, and we noticed that some of the scarecrows were just a grocery bag hanging on a pole, and another one was somebody just took a for sale sign out of the yard and hung it on a pole. So people really just wanted to win the money. There was no effort or time going into making the scarecrow. And we got the email that we were not one of the winners, and my kids were devastated. And it was a great lesson to teach them that, everything doesn't always work out how you'd like it to, but as long as you're honest and you keep the rules, then you should be happy and have peace with whatever happens. Well, what's awesome about the story, so I'm getting somewhere good with this. What's awesome about the story is that not even a week later, I got an opportunity in my email. Somebody reached out to me and contacted me and has asked me to speak at their event for the same amount of the cash prize, big cash prize that we would have won at that contest, the exact same amount. And I just was floored. It was just an awesome blessing, and just a great way to teach my kids that, see, sometimes you know, you have to be patient, and as long as you're doing the right thing, keeping the rules, and you keep that integrity, you'll be blessed. It may not be today, but just keep that hope. Everything will work out. I love that experience. So I wanted to share that with you. And then another thing I wanted to share is that same weekend, I decided to give. I gave an amount of money away, like a charity, and I doubled what I normally would have given. So I doubled it. And I share that with you because the very next day, all these opportunities started to come into my life, into my email, text messages, through Facebook, people asking me to help with this or that, share my talents here, be a part of this or that event, and just all kinds of opportunities were just knocking at my door. It was just craziness, but it was good craziness. And so that taught me a lesson. Just light bulb went on and just said, when you give, and you really give, you give not to get back, you give just to give. When you give from your heart, that equals opportunity, because the Lord sees that you're willing to give. And so if He puts opportunities in your life, you're going to use those opportunities to give back and build up His kingdom. And as you do that, it just blesses you and it blesses everyone around you. And you're going to receive more and more opportunities where you can give of your time, give of your talent. It's not always going to be money that you need to give. So that was another awesome experience that I had this week. And then the third one I wanted to share with you real quick was, sorry, I have to keep an eye on the time because I have to go pick up my daughter. But the third experience I wanted to share with you was same weekend. So all this happened in the same weekend. My husband was supposed to go on a trip to San Francisco for work. And he was supposed to leave Saturday night at 4 in the morning, so early Sunday morning. And the night before, I had a dream, a strange dream, that he died. And I won't give you the details of the dream, but he died in the dream, and I was just in shock throughout the dream. And so when I woke up, of course, I was so grateful it was just a dream. And at that same time, my son, my 2-year-old son, woke up downstairs just screaming and crying, and he had had a bad dream, which never happens. So I wondered if he had had the same dream I did. Well, I shared it with my husband in the morning, and he just kind of dismissed it. Later that night, as he was packing his suitcase, my 6-year-old daughter, she started to cry and just sobbing in tears. And my husband said, "What's wrong?" She said, Daddy, you can't go. Where are you going?" And he told her, "I'm just going to be gone for a couple days. It's fine." And she said, Daddy, if you go, I'm never going to see you again. I'm never going to see you again. You can't go because I won't see you again. And she's never done anything like this before. He's gone on work, traveling before, and she's never reacted like this. And so he thought, my goodness, what does she know? What's going on here? Maybe I'm not supposed to go on this trip. Well, finally that night he got really sick. And he came down with just the chills, sore throat, cough, and just felt awful, just yucky. And decided when his alarm went off at 4 in the morning that he was not going to go on this trip. And it's just something I want to share with you because, you know, it could have been where it was for work. He could have just said, you know what, I'll just take something to ease the pain. Maybe I'll feel better. I've got to get on that plane. People are counting on me. I have to go. But he decided to listen to all these warnings and signs that, you know, maybe I'm not supposed to go on this trip. And so he missed out on an awesome 3-day adventure. His team went on. They did all kinds of amazing things, met fun people, had awesome once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and he missed out on all of that. But he had peace and comfort. And instead of being upset that he was sick and in pain and misery and having to suffer and miss out on all this fun and miss out on these opportunities at work, he was actually grateful. So here again, we're talking about being thankful and grateful, giving thanks and giving. He gave a grateful heart all 3 of those days. He just was grateful because he knew that he had peace, knowing that he had clear signs and warnings from the Spirit that he wasn't supposed to go on this trip for whatever reason. And by listening to that and not going, he had a great deal of peace. So it didn't matter that he was sick, and he really didn't feel like he missed out. He felt like he was blessed. So I share this with you throughout this month, throughout the rest of the year. When things happen to you and you just feel like, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? I'm so unfortunate. I'm so unlucky Start to count your blessings and realize that everything that happens to you, whether you decide or you feel that it's good or bad, it's always going to be the Lord's will when you're living close to Him. And so if you just accept that and be grateful and express gratitude and thanks for whatever He puts in your life, whether you lose a contest, you contract an illness, and you miss out on something awesome and fun in your life, no matter what it is, know that if you have peace and you listen to the Lord and just have that peace in your heart and you wait and you're patient, He's going to bless you. Well, anyways, some awesome things are in store now for my husband with work, and so everything always works out. Everything always works out, and it's always for the better. So trust that. Give thanks. Be happy. Hope you have an awesome week. Enjoy this beautiful sunshine. If you live here in Utah, we're having great weather here. It's so beautiful. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.